Assalamualaikum and hi. So today I will present about my final project with the title Evolution of Static and Dynamic Arrangement Light Emitting Diode of ROCKMELON. So before I proceed, my name is Nurhannani Binti Mohd Nordin and my metric number is 193043. So we go on to the background study. So control endopharmic provide a reliable alternative to food supply for life city and help to deal with the ever food insecurity. So light is one important environment factor and energy sources of growth and production of endopharming. And the effectiveness of endopharming depends mainly on the lighting quality. A growing light comprises a light system that stimulates photosynthesis and provides the right color spectrum that will optimize the plant growth and prevent plants from suffering damage. Furthermore, the distance of the growth light may also affect the plant growth in their life phases. So why we are using LED? LED have a functionality which are far better than traditional growing light because of small mass volume, solid state construction, and long life. LED also safer to use than existing lamps because they have no glass envelope or temperature at high contact and have no mercury. Light intensity that LED produce also can be adjusted to provide an appropriate light intensity for plant at various development stages. So LED also provide electrical efficiency, light intensity, and affordability as this technology improves. So for the problem statement in this study is first, the important to determine the proper distance of LED light because the light distance can affect the light intensity. As the light sources is located closer to the plant, the light intensity will increase and maximizing photosynthesis. However, if the grow light are too close above the plant, they can cause wider, more sprawling growth or even damage the plant. Next, the important to understand how optimal growth light distance impact the different phases of plant growth, where plants require different level of light depending on the each stage of growth. Where a plant receives too much light at any stage, they often show symptoms of distress. Thus, the study on steady arrangement of lighting system for optimal production is required. So the main objective of this study is to evaluate static and dynamic arrangement of LED on melon plant growth. In order to achieve this main objective, there are two sub-objectives, which are to determine the light intensity distribution between a static and dynamic arrangement of LED growth light, and also to evaluate the effect of different arrangement of LED growth light to melon growth. So the scope and limitation, the study aims to evaluate the effect of the LED light intensity to rockmelon growth between static and dynamic arrangement of LED growth light. So only 9 plant sample per treatment is used in this study as limitation of resources. The plant physiology parameter that is evaluated are plant growth, which consists height of the plant, number of leaf, leaf width, and also leaf chlorophyll content. However, the food quality parameter is not included as the study must be concluded due to time restriction. The depth of each growing stages is also monitored and also growing parameters such as temperature, relative humidity, and fertilizer was uniform for both treatments. Moving on to the material and method. First, plant sample preparation. Melon F1 hybrid Sakata is used in this study. Next, for site preparation, growing tent is used in order to minimize the light resources from outside, and the tent is layered by several mylar reflected and equipped by inline duct fan to circulate air inside the tent. So next is the growth light setup, which static treatment. The arrangement of the LED light remain the same throughout the study, and dynamic treatment, the height between growth light and growth light and plant is set based on their growth stage and the optimal light intensity for each stage. So next is for light mapping. Since the division of light is uneven, a light mapping is created to describe the light distribution of the plant. So the light mapping is created by measuring the light intensity at every 15 centimeter distance increment where the LED light is the datum with the coordinate as shown at the left side of the slide. So the light intensity measured by using quantum light meter. Next is medium and irrigation setup. So both pits are used as the medium for planting the rock melon, where 9 polybags of cocoa peat are placed for each treatment and placed based on the coordinate at the plot as shown at the figure at the left. So the type of irrigation used in this study is fertigation, and the AB fertilizer are used in the system. So the EC value are based on the day of the plant as shown at the table. So next, for environmental condition, inside the growth monitor where the temperature and humidity reading is taken twice a week by using thermohygrometer. So next is plant growth parameter. So in order to evaluate the effect of the LED light intensity of rock melon growth, LED light intensity to rock melon growth physiology, the growth parameter measure plant height, leaf number, and width, and also the date of flowering. So next is the chlorophyll content, where the measurement are taken by using spec meter. So for the data analysis, the light intensity mapping is analyzed and plotted using surface software, and the statistical analysis of rock melon physiological data of static treatment and dynamic treatment is analyzed by using SPSS process software. So for result and discussion, first we go through the distribution of light. In this study, the relationship between light intensity and light distribution to distance were found were found. For the analysis, it proven that the light intensity will increase when the distance between the light is decreased. It also shows that the light distribution is increased when the distance between the is increased. As shown in the figure, the light intensity is higher at distance close at the light sources. It can see at 50 centimeter plot, it shows the higher light intensity compared to other distance, and then at other distance, where at this plot also shows the lower intensity for see as the light distributed is low distributed at this plot. So it also can see at 90 centimeter plot, the intensity distribution become more uniform as the distance between the LED is increased. So next is light treatment. So light treatment is a process to mount and set up the LED light at a certain distance and height. So light mapping produced in the previous process was used as a guidance to set up the light for the dynamic treatment. So the effect of light intensity for plant physiology, it shows that dynamic treatment gives the positive reaction to plant parameter, where dynamic treatment record a higher number for all plant physiology, which is plant height, number of leaf width, and also leaf chlorophyll content. This result may prove that by providing the light intensity required by plant, it helps to improve the plant physiology. So next is the effect of light intensity to day of flowering. With dynamic treatment record the early day of flowering, where the rock melon start flowering at week 4, and other samples from both treatment are start to flowering at week 7. However, it's still considered late compared when the rock melon is planted outside the controlled environment in which rock melon usually start flowering. So next is impact to the society, health and safety. So for impact to society, it improves a better energy efficient future. It also helps to accelerate the plant growth rate in the closed environment and utilize the energy more efficiently. So next is better control and management to the plant production inside the closed environment, especially in urban areas, as this provide food supply to the neighborhood society. So for impact to safety and environment, This study explored the best practices in managing the light sources to improve the user's efficiency. Electricity as the light is one of the main costs to maintain the production of indoor cultivation. So next is a sustain the by this study also help to sustain the food supply of the neighbor community, which also reduce the carbon footprint. Next is utilizing the abundant space inside the building for indoor cultivation. It also helps to reduce the forest exploration for agriculture to maintain the flora and fauna. So let's for conclusion for this study. By providing the light intensity required by the plant, it will enhance the production of the plant. So by using LED light as a growth light, specific light intensity can be controlled and supplied based on the requirement of the plant at their growth stage. So the study shows that dynamic treatment is the best arrangement of LED as it gives optimal amount of light throughout according to plant growth stage. So recommendation for this study, further studies regarding the light intensity or the factor regarding the flowering of rockmelon would be worthwhile. So maintenance of the plant must be done frequently, such as trimming the leaf, where it can increase the light exposure at the lower part and promote the height as the leaves are removed. So the irrigation must follow their growth stage as the plant require different level of water. So this reference that support my decision in this study. So that's all for me. Thank you.